Most respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Nowadays, whenever I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I always used to think a new day has born, an energetic, fine day, as we used to say, good day for all. But my mind always get dragged at 4 a.m. to the pathetic condition of poor animals, tens of thousands of cows, buffaloes, oxen, and goat. Around 4 o'clock, these animals are one by one dragged to the slaughterhouse. We can see these animals are dragged for the slaughtering, and that meat is exclusively for the food of human being. And the slaughtering is done in such a way that the most painful experience these animals face. None feels that the animals do have feelings, emotions, attachment. They do have sorrow, they have pain, they have fear, and all whatever is there for human beings, these are all there for the animals also. Our languages the animals can understand. Unfortunately, animals' language we do not understand. We think that all these animals are created for human being. Unfortunately, the Semitic religion provocates to say, and Semitic religious people declare that God created all these animals for human beings. Most unfortunate, most irrational, illogical, non-scientific statement from Bible and Quran, which says that animals are created by the God for human beings. So we kill them, we eat them whether it is necessary or not necessary. In the name of taste, in the name of habit, in the name of luxury, we eat animal meat and blood. Unfortunately, at 4 a.m., my mind goes to the pathetic condition of the animals. When I get little bit pain in my leg or hand, I am worried too much. A small rash in my body, a small injury in my body, a small wound in my body, or even a cold or fever, or a cough, or anything of that sort, it takes me to the hospital or the doctor, because I do not want to suffer from cold, fever, the pain of injury or wound, because I cannot tolerate that pain. I think that pain is far beyond the tolerable level. So I approached the doctor. But remember, if you are making an injury using a blade in your hand and blood comes out and the flesh can be seen, your facial expression will be horrible. And you know, when some accident takes place, sometimes the bone piece may project out from the body due to the severe accident. The moment you close your eyes, because you do not want to see the injury occurred for that person who is facing the accident. At the same time, think about the fate of a buffalo and a cow or goat or a chicken. It is being cut here slowly using an ordinary knife, holding the horn, tying the hands and legs, and forcefully holding the nose thread. That animal's neck is cut here. The blood will be oozing out. Once you should see the horrible, horrified face of that animal. And the brain connection with the body has not been cut. So every minute pain the animal can feel. And after hours of this strenuous knife cutting, automatically projecting the eyes out, projecting the tongue out, with full of tears that animal falls down and beats its leg for hours together. That is animal dying. No, that animal is being slaughtered. After about 1.5 hours, that shivering, that will be slowly dwindled and come down. Just to see the fate of that animal in your mind. The neck partly cut, that area full of blood, and the eyes open, and the froth from the mouth and tongue outside the mouth. Then that animal is cut in huge knives and the skin is removed. The blood will be oozing out like anything. And my request to you, just to take a small pin and try to pierce in your hand and see how the pain, whether you will suffer or not. Can you tolerate the pain of piercing a small pin in your muscle of the hand? It may not even bleed. You know, many non-vegetarian people and others, when a little bit of blood is taken by the nurses in the analytical laboratory for finding out the sugar or iron content, they close their eyes. They are scared of piercing a small injection needle in the veins. They are afraid of piercing a small injection needle. But at the same time, just to think a blade or a knife is taken and just getting cut your neck or your wife's neck or your children's neck, how you will feel. The horrible pain which you cannot even imagine. At the same time, your skin that is very soft, generally any knife can go through that, whereas the skin of a buffalo or a cow or an ox, so hard, and through that skin right from 4 a.m. early morning the knife started piercing the neck and just breaking open the huge body, 700-800 kilograms. And remember the pain suffered by you when an injection needle enters your body, and the pain suffered by these big animals when they are being cut for the meat and blood for eating. And I told you, without this meat and blood, you can live nicely with the vegetarian food. Close your eyes and just with your inner eye think about the animals, how the dogs love human beings, how the cows do serve the human being, the buffaloes, every animal does its best for the human being. A cow or a buffalo or an ox, its whole life is donated for human being. Finally, without any sympathy for the work done by these animals to human being, we slaughter them. That too mercilessly slaughtering. We do not have any slaughtering house, no butcher house here. So slaughtering is done in the most cruel and the painful way, taking hours together. And that is considered as a business. Recently I happened to go to Wayanad. When our vehicle went in a wrong way, entered to a house, and we really shocked when we saw that house is just like our Taj Mahal. Later one fellow told us that house was constructed 10 years ago, spending 7 crore rupees. 7 crore rupees 10 years ago. That house belongs to a butcher. And his main job is right from 4 a.m. till 7:30 a.m. cutting the neck of the animal and killing it for the meat. Then his job is over. Remaining others will do. And he has built a 7 crore, 10 crore rupees worth building now. And that is by the curse of the animal suffering the pain of death. Don't you think that part of the curse will be, part of the wrath will be falling on your head also? You are eating that painful meat of the animal. The animal which wept, the animal which served its life for human being, that is slaughtered, killed, and the meat is sold. You are purchasing that. You put chili, salt and fry it. Remember, it is dead body. It is the painfully slaughtered animal's body, the flesh, the meat and the blood, and you enjoy that. The tears of the animal, the pain of the animal, the shivering of the animal, the fear of the animal, the sorrow of the animal on your plate. You enjoy it without thinking how much pain it suffered. And remember that world over people may be using that, but they slaughter in a little more mercifully way, not as we do in India. And remember, every animal has got feelings, just you watch them. And many people used to say, if we are not eating these animals, they will get filled on the surface of the globe earth. I am not going to answer them, but still I think now this globe earth is not filled because of the animals. The globe earth has not been filled with the animals, but the globe earth has got filled with the human beings. More than 710 crore people. If for keeping the balance of the animals number on the surface of the globe earth you are eating the meat, then the useless old human being will be most suitable for keeping the balance on the surface of the earth. Kill them and eat. So you can keep the balance of human number. Many people used to ask me, is there not life for the plants and animals? I am not there for arguing anything. I am here only to inform you and bring you back to vegetarians. Cutting a cucumber, cutting a pumpkin, cutting a snake gourd or peas, do you think cutting of the vegetable is equal to cutting of a chicken without beheading that? People are just removing its feathers with a horrible pain. They are cutting living chicken, cutting living goat, living buffalo, cutting a buffalo, cutting a cow, cutting a goat, cutting a chicken. Can you compare it with cutting a cucumber or pumpkin? Can you say these two are same? Just think about it. You can take part of a plant, fruit of a plant, leaf of a plant, the plant will grow profusely. Can you take a part of God? Can you take part of the leg of a cow or chicken? So just think about it. One Muslim told me that Quran permits us to eat meat. Quran is written 1200 years ago for teaching the primitive Arabian people for not eating the decayed, degenerated meat. So the advice given 1200 years ago should not be extrapolated to the 21st century where all vegetables are available. That too in India. In Arabia it may be desert, only cactus may be available, camel may be available, nothing else may be available. Whereas in India it is not the situation. You can get everything. Even now in Arctic Ocean vegetables are available. So come back to the vegetarianism. Don't take the wrath or curse of the animal being slaughtered mercilessly. Many people say that needed protein is available only from meat. As a person who has taken PhD in biochemistry, I am telling you, the meat-based protein is not at all needed for human being. Millions and millions of vegetarians are living far better life than non-vegetarians. The pulses, the rice, whatever you are eating has got enough protein needed for your body. And for that matter, you need not take the flesh and blood of the animal's dead body. And some people used to say, this is what we experienced for that so many years and it has become part of our habit and character. Without the meat we cannot live. I want to say that any bad habit, anything which create problem for others, we should learn to refine that habit. And we have to learn to remove that habit or eradicate such type of characteristics, behavior. So some people used to say animals do not have rational logical thinking. No, look deep into the face of the animal. Whenever you are coming nearer to that, whenever animals just do its own day-to-day routine. Every feeling the human beings have can be seen in the animals also. And if animals are irrational, illogical, and animals do not have any thinking capacity, then that logic can be extrapolated to a human baby also. A small baby or an unconscious man, that small baby, even within 1 year, it does not have any logical thinking, rational thinking. It never bothers about anything. So that can also be used as a source of meat. If the logical conclusion of an animal is justifiably used for killing an animal and eating that, human baby is also exactly in the same way. So remember, for the sake of argument, we are not arguing, but just think, animals are taken in huge lorries, other vehicles, tying their neck and nose, creating continuous pain and suffering to the utmost core, then inch by inch killing, oozing out the blood and suffering a lot from the core till death. That animal which has sacrificed its whole life for human being, that is being slaughtered mercilessly. You are becoming a part of the meat eater, and you are also responsible for the slaughtering of that animal. If you are not purchasing the meat, nobody will be slaughtering the animal. If you are becoming a vegetarian, then the meat shop will be closed. And my request, I am not thinking about the meat business, I am thinking about the pain suffered by the animals. We Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage has uploaded the animal slaughtering picture, animal links, just to see the cruelty to animals. In YouTube you can see cruelty to animals, how each animal is slaughtered, how they are dragged, how they are killed, how they are treated. Each animal serving till its last breath for human being, mercilessly slaughtering, you can see. And just to see once cruelty to animals uploaded in YouTube by Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage. Think about that knife, that blade, if it is passing through your neck or the neck of your husband or wife, how you will be feeling. A small injected needle entering into your body create pain for you, but if a knife is passing through your body, what will happen? The huge animal with 500, 600 and 700 kilogram weight and thick skin are cut mercilessly by human hand with its slowest speed. Every second of slaughtering, where the brain is not disconnected from the body, that spinal cord will be carrying the pain till the brain is alive. So my request to you with the folding hand, avoid eating dead bodies, avoid eating meat, avoid eating the blood, avoid taking the wrath and the curse of that animal being slaughtered mercilessly, and come back. My pranams to you. Thank you very much.